Hello, dear friends and subscribers of Cricket Happenings. This is your host Ram, welcoming you this on a Friday morning to the cricket show, the never-ending Cricket Happening show. Well, dear fans and subscribers, this particular cricket show is only going to speak about the England versus Sri Lanka game, which is right now underway here at Lord's, and we are into the second day's play. I reckon, yes, this is the second day's play which is going on. And as you know, England yesterday they started off at their overnight score, and today went on to put a mammoth score on the board of 575 for 9 wickets declared. And what a relief for England. After 27 innings, they have gone past the 400 mark, but today they have definitely put up a massive total on the board after batting first, and a monumental knock coming in from Joe Root, who picked up his maiden double century. Is not out on 200. In fact, in a score of 575 for 9 declared by England, Joe Root has gone on to make a monumental unbeaten knock of 200 with 16 fours. As soon as Joe Root actually reached his double century, Alistair Cook, the English captain, called his English troops over, and that was it. And Sri Lanka currently, I do see that they are 6 for no loss. We are into the second over is being bowled. In fact, there was a loud appeal for an LBW, but right now Sri Lanka are 6 for no loss. So just carrying on the story from where I left you off yesterday, when, as you know, England recovered through a wonderful, as I said, they were 120 for 4 at one stage, and then that partnership between Moeen Ali and Joe Root taking them over past the 200 mark, and then Moeen Ali was broken. That was the time I left you, dear fans, friends and subscribers. But after that, from 209 for 5, in fact, Matt Pryor came in, and Matt Pryor, on whom the English captain Alistair Cook the other day said lots of confidence, and he definitely reposed that faith that his captain had on him by staying it out with Joe Root. Joe Root, as you know, is normally a real grafter, and he tries to nurdle the runs, and basically only when he gets a loose delivery he really winds up and goes for the stroke. As far as Matt Pryor is concerned, Matt Pryor is a player who really loves playing his strokes, loves stroking the ball, and well, he definitely did so by playing some very good drives, some good cover drives, and both of them took the score to a very big score. In fact, they put on a record partnership. From 209 they took the score to 380, so it was a record 6-wicket partnership against Sri Lanka. And I'm also told the 575 for 9 declared today is the highest score made against Sri Lanka. So England definitely on the very stronger side here in the first test match at the Lord's Cricket Ground. And as I said, Joe Root, and once Moeen Ali was gone, the Sri Lankan bowlers were really made to toil very hard, with Matt Pryor at one end and Joe Root at the other, really frustrating the Sri Lankan bowlers. And the pitch, the sun was shining brightly, and it was very easy to play the strokes, and both of them were really doing it very well by really playing the pace bowlers and the spinners in a very nice manner. And they took the score to a very good score yesterday, where they finished off on a score of 344 for 5 at close of play, not having any further mishap after losing Moeen Ali. But today, when play started, they definitely lost a wicket early. In fact, they were they started at their overnight score of 344 for 5, and today Matt Pryor was the first victim. Shaminda Aranga, as you know, he is a bowler who actually gets some natural bounce because of his action, and today Shaminda Aranga extracted that bounce and had Matt Pryor in a real triangle here, as Matt Pryor had to actually fend a ball which actually flew up in the air, and Kaushal Silva took a good catch. And finally this partnership, and I thought Sri Lanka would have been greatly relieved to see the back of Matt Pryor, because yesterday they had to toil hard to get his wicket, but today Shaminda Ranga produced a very good delivery, a lifting delivery for Matt Pryor, and Matt Pryor had to fend at it, and he fended and he was gone. Caught Silva bowled Ranga after playing a fine hand of 86 with 10 fours. So once this partnership ended, it was 380 for 6. Chris Jordan walked in, and Jordan, he's an aggressive bloke. He's a person with, I always like the look of Jordan. I always like the way that Jordan plays. He came there, and he meant business right away by cracking some boundaries. And well, he was doing that, and he had collected 19 runs of as many balls with 3 fours, and that was the time once again Shaminda Ranga struck. This time bowling a line which was absolutely directed on Chris Jordan's body. I thought that was a very good way to bowl, and Jordan was really caught. In the sense, Jordan was also caught fending at it, and he was caught by the wicketkeeper Prasanna Jayawardene. And this was a ball which was aimed on the leg stump, and Jordan was gone for 19, which made the score 402 for 7, and in walked in Stuart Broad. Well, Stuart Broad, what was good about Stuart Broad was that he decided to go for the bowling. He decided to attack the bowling, but whatever the strokes that he played was sweetly timed to the fence, and also it was a very, very attractive to see Stuart Broad play very well. And then there was another partnership, and this partnership I thought was done pretty quickly because of the fact that Stuart Broad was stroking the ball perfectly well. And Joe Root, as you know, Joe Root is a person who likes to stay there at the wicket, take his time, and that's what he was precisely doing. But then Nuwan Pradeep produced the delivery. To break this partnership, Nuwan Pradeep had to be summoned, and Nuwan Pradeep readily, I would say, responded by getting the wicket of Stuart Broad after Stuart Broad had made a very useful 47 with 9 well-hit boundaries there, and he was gone for 47. So that made the score 466 for 8, and in walked in Liam Plunkett. Now, as you know, Chris Jordan, I forgot to tell you that Chris Jordan on his debut, as you know, was making his test debut, so he made 19 runs. And Liam Plunkett, coming to international cricket and to the English team after a gap of 7 years, really made it count. In fact, I would say Liam Plunkett was the man who actually helped Joe Root actually go on and register a double century. So in fact, Liam Plunkett also played very well, and Liam Plunkett can be a very, very useful bat lower down the order, and he showed us why by contributing a very neat 39 of just 42 deliveries. He hit 6 boundaries in that knock, and this partnership from 466 for 8 when Broad departed, really, as I said, that was the one which really, I wouldn't say, but it was very important for the partnership to go on, and Liam Plunkett provided ample support to Joe Root at the other end, and what a partnership that was. In fact, if you look at it, it's almost it was a very useful partnership. Almost 81 runs were added for the 9th wicket, and at one time, if you look at it, like England were 120 at one point of time for 4 wickets, and look at what they have put up on the board. They put up 575 for 9, declared a commendable effort. Everybody chipping in, and as that Liam Plunkett, after a gap of 7 years, showing that what a useful lower order batsman he can be by contributing 39 with 6 boundaries. And then Joe Root, as you know, even though he has been nurdling the deliveries and pushing the deliveries and trying to stay at the crease, his favorite stroke, or the runs, the most productive part as far as Joe Root's stroke making is concerned, is been the flick through the mid-wicket area. In the sense, he likes to play off his legs, and that's what he precisely did when he actually reached his 200 by flicking Rangana Herath and going on to his, as I said, a wonderful 200 not out with 16 fours, and would have definitely shut up a lot of critics, I suppose. And James Anderson was not out on 9, and that was the time Alistair Cook, the English captain, applied the declaration at 575 for 9. Looking at the bowling, Kulashekara, 22 overs 3 maidens, 1 for 83. Nuwan Pradeep, 29 overs 2 maidens, 123 runs and 4 wickets, was the most successful wicket taker. and also ably supported by Shaminda Lanka today. 30 overs, 3 maidens, 163 runs and 3 wickets. Angelo Matthews, 11 overs, 2 maidens, none for 39. Rangana Herath, 37.3 overs, 2 maidens, 136 runs and 1 wicket. And Thirumalai bowling a solitary over for 7 runs. Right now, Sri Lankan openers are doing a decent job here. They have put on 23 runs for the first wicket without losing a wicket. Karunaratne is not out on 14 with 3 boundaries. Kaushal Silva is not out on 9, and both have been, and he also has 2 boundaries. Anderson has bowled 2 overs for 11 runs, has looked very impressive. Stuart Broad has bowled 2 overs for 12 runs. So now I'm going to give you some live cricket commentary before I'm going to leave you down from this cricket opening show, dear fans and subscribers. So let's get prepared for some live commentary and see what exactly is happening here at the Lord's Cricket Ground. Now, I'm not going to talk about any news. I'm just going to keep some cricket commentary going here, as James Anderson is the bowler who is coming in, bowls to Karunaratne, and Karunaratne actually steers the ball past the point region and gets 2 runs. So Karunaratne is looking good. He's not out on 16 with 3 fours. Kaushal Silva is not out on 12 with 2 fours. Sri Lanka making a decent progress here, not out on 28 for no loss. But as I said, Sri Lanka has an onerous task on hand here, because the first thing for them would be to go to the follow-on mark of 375. To avoid a follow-on, they have to score 375 runs, and that is what would be their primary target. In the meanwhile, I see James Anderson running in, bowls to Karunaratne. The ball is it's a back of a length delivery, and well, it is beautifully played by Karunaratne. Actually tucks the ball down to the long leg region and goes across for a single. So Dimuth Karunaratne has moved his score on to 17 with 3 fours. Kaushal Silva is not out on 12. Well, dear fans, subscribers, I think I might be not be able to really go the distance here. As I said, I'm a bit of short of time. I have some I have to go for my bread and butter, and that is my office. So I won't be able to do, because I have certain other things to catch up to. So unfortunately, with this particular cricket report, I will have to end it. But I'm just trying to see whether I can tell you something about the batsmen that they did. Well, Karunaratne has been hitting some good boundaries. In fact, one was a clip through mid-wicket of the bowling of Broad. Kaushal Silva is in some great form. He's coming on some great form in that English county game, and well, he's still there, and he's another player. I think he's a real future opening batsman as far as Sri Lanka is concerned. In the meanwhile, Broad is coming in and bowling to Karunaratne. Karunaratne actually, there was a ball outside the off stump. Actually wanted to cut the ball, but the ball eludes the grasp of the bat and goes behind to the wicket keeper. In comes Broad once again, running past umpire, bowls to Karunaratne. This is a ball which is very well judged by Karunaratne. Just shoulders arms, and the ball is taken by the wicket keeper. Well, dear fans and subscribers, on this note, saying that England declared the innings close at 575 for 9, and Sri Lanka faced with a real mammoth task here, are with the openers doing a decent job, 29 for no loss. Dimuth Karunaratne 17 of 17 balls, 3 fours. Kaushal Silva is batting on 12. This is your host Ram, winding up the cricket happening show for today, unfortunately. Thanks for your company, and thanks for your tremendous support to the cricket show. Your host Ram will be joining you tomorrow, but as you all know, dear fans, friends and subscribers, the cricket happening show on Saturday is always a late night cricket show, and I hope you'll all have the patience to stay there. So on that cricket happening show, I will not only talk about what panned out on the second day's till the close of play, what panned out on the second day's play, and also I'll be talking about the third day's play that will be happening tomorrow. Until then, it's goodbye from your host Ram. Thank you.